Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Josh. Welcome back to another video, and today we're gonna finally be talking about NECA's newest Ninja Turtle stuff. And already, my camera is not wanting to stay up properly. That's gonna be a problem. Honestly, it's not even a camera. It's just my laptop. I'm just using the YouTube's live option or whatever, So I literally have like my laptop on top of like boxes or so. So that's honestly the only support I got. So I hope that the laptop doesn't fall over again. So if it does, hopefully that won't happen too much in the future. Anyway, let's get back to what I was saying, right? So I know I'm a little bit late to the party, right? It's been what, a couple months already since San Diego Comic-Con passed. So honestly, there's no point to really talking about their newest Ninja Turtle stuff. But you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. Why? Because I think in a way it's still a little bit relevant. Only because during Comic Con, I know for some of the people at NECA, they did said that there was supposed to be some products that were supposed to be out already, but obviously due to the whole shipping issue and all that, that didn't really happen. So, for an example, Holothon, which was earlier this year, I believe this was back in March, if I remember correctly. Wow, time passed, right? So I remember Toka and Razar was originally supposed to be released as part of Holothon, but because some people had a situation where they couldn't really find it. Now, was it because the scalpers got them, or was it because of the whole Target just not getting the product out on time? Well, I don't know. Some people were lucky enough to find them. Some people weren't. You could, shop on Holothon's website, which many people did not recommend because the website would literally just crash all of a sudden. And no way in hell are people going to go to eBay and pay for scalper prices, especially considering that this is technically a $54.99 two-pack. And people are literally selling it for like hundreds and $200 on eBay. So that is a big no. So luckily for us, they do plan on releasing it sometime this year. When exactly, I don't know. But if it shows up, it shows up. All right. That's all I got to say. So there's that, not to mention that they also did. Well, they announced this a while ago, too. I don't know why I'm really mentioning this, but I still thought I talk about it anyway. And yep, this camera's going to be a pain. Let me see. It's either, you see, this is the thing. It's either going to fall back or go forward. All right, let's continue. Anyway, so yes, earlier this year, I believe they also did talk about how they were going to be making figures based off of the TMNT Secret of the Ooze movie. And as of now, they are coming out in Walmart stores because the movie line is a Walmart exclusive pack. So, okay, that's already upsetting. You guys know how I feel about Walmart exclusives. Target, I don't know. They definitely have better management when it comes to that, but for some reason Walmart doesn't. So I'm gonna try my best not to rant about it too much. All I'm gonna say is that those products were announced during San Diego Comic Con. We finally saw the boxes. We finally saw the new figures, which is basically like the four turtles, but based on their look on that movie. And then of course there was Shredder, who's finally he's coming out. About time. I've been waiting for that for a while. Shredder, based off of the second movie, not to be confused with his red outfit, and this one he's wearing his signature purple. So there you go. Got some nice accessories. You got like the nice mutated flowers, so that's great. And like I say, he is available now Walmart stores if you can really find him. That's all. So let's actually talk about their newest stuff that they got going now. Now, they definitely have a lot, especially their cartoon stuff. Honestly, they got a lot of new cartoony figures going on. I can't even go over all of them, honestly. I mean, you got like Bebop and Rocksteady dressed up as superheroes. I don't even remember that episode. And then you got they're gonna make a Mona Lisa, and I forgot the name of the other guy, unfortunately. Listen, it's been a while since I watched the original cartoon, and I really do try my best. There's a lot to unpack here. I won't lie. I kind of knew making this video would be slightly difficult because I would have to like go back and make sure that I'm not like counting like the re-releases and all that, because there is going to be a whole bunch of re-releases too. Hopefully, if they don't get scalped first, but whatever. Yeah, lots and lots of stuff. I will honestly, that's why I was so backed up for a while talking about this, because I was supposed to do this video earlier. We're, like I say, I'm kind of late to the party, but I might as well just get it out of the way anyway, because there's still a lot of other good stuff too. There's also their Universal Monsters figures, of course. The crossover in particular, right? So as of now, we got Raphael as Frankenstein. Leonardo as the Hunchback, Michelangelo as the Mummy, and then most recently there was April as Bride of Frankenstein. Now their newest ones is Splinter as Van Helsing, and then Donatello as the Invincible Man. Which honestly, that's great. That's fantastic. And from what we've gathered, since that particular toy line has definitely gotten a lot more popular within time, it's without a doubt we'll definitely see some more figures down in the future. So I can only imagine what would Shredder be. I mean, they haven't used Dracula yet, so that'd be interesting. So of course, this line has definitely lots of possibilities, and the reason why I wanted to mention that was because, well, when they first created the Universal Monsters X Ninja Turtles line, originally they were only doing it just for fun, just to be kind of different, because these are not based off of anything. These are like completely brand new figures made by NECA themselves. So okay, there you go. There's that. That's fantastic. Being creative for once. So that's great. That's not to say that they're not creative. What I mean by that, I'm just saying though, it was definitely an interesting decision to make, and it's not hard to see why this is one of their more popular lines. Which that's, of course, obviously, it's popular when they plan on releasing a whole bunch of figures, because at the beginning they were like, yeah, we don't know if this is going to be exactly popular, but we just thought we kind of do them anyway because somebody had an idea, and that idea is fantastic. So there you go. And since these figures, though, well, those in particular, the Universal Monsters X Turtles ones, those are not exactly exclusives. You could pretty much find them wherever, maybe at your local FYE, Targets, Walmart, GameStop, definitely for sure you can find them there. So that's great. At least they're not like super like hard to find, because let's be real here. We all hate exclusives, but understandably, when you got a toy line this huge, of course you can't really just throw a whole bunch of products out in just once, and just like in a whole bunch of stores in particular, or else you're just going to be filling up the entire aisle with just Ninja Turtles, and you need to give the other figures a bit of an open chance too, understandably. So that's debatable. But definitely one of the more newer stuff that they got going on is their IDW stuff, which is honestly quite shocking. I did not know that they were actually going to be doing this. So as we already know, they're going to do the Ronins figures. For those of you who don't know, that's basically a story arc in the Ninja Turtle comics where you got like this turtle, he's kind of like a lone survivor, right? So he got like all the weapons, of course, and you're pretty much trying to guess what turtle is this, right? And eventually it's Michelangelo, for anyone wondering. Which is definitely surprising to say the least. You would think like maybe Leonardo Raphael as the sole survivor of whatever happened. It's like a post-apocalyptic I can't say it. Post-apocalyptic event. Honestly, I won't go too much into spoilers as to what the Ronin is about. I'm just gonna leave it at that. All I'm gonna say is that we went from having two figures to pretty much having a whole line, because they showed us like a robotic foot soldier, which is nice. They're even gonna do Leonardo and Raphael, like fat flashback figures, of course. And what I mean by that is, in the story arc, they're not alive. I mean, I don't know if that was pretty obvious. I don't know if that counts as a spoiler. I don't know if they'll make Donatello. I haven't really gotten that far into the story, so we'll see about that. So that honestly, like I said, that was very surprising. Never would I thought they would make figures based off of that. I already mentioned the Bionic Foot Soldier, obviously, and of course, out of nowhere, when we're not talking about Ronins, we're talking about the original Eastman and Lawrence comic book turtles, because they're going to be making 4 new turtle figures based off of those comics, and they look so amazing. Honestly, they look really good. I'm honestly like, it's shocking. It's unexpected that they're going to make these figures, of course. So, and they're going to make Splinter too. So that's nice. Now I gotta say this right now, Splinter. He's a tiny little thing. Like, he's like a tiny, tiny, tiny little bastard. Like, it is honestly hilarious. So I would assume maybe he might come with, maybe he might be part of some sort of pack, because he's really small for sure. And I'm like, I've read Eastman and Lawrence Ninja Turtles before. I don't think he was that small, but whatever, right? So let me see if I could try and pull out an image real quick, because now this is the figures I was telling you about. If I could, I'm gonna have to lower the damn brightness on this thing. I apologize. So those are the 4 turtles that I'm talking about. There we go. Now you can see them perfect, right? They look great. I'm trying to find Splinter. Oh yeah, and these are the Ronins, Leonardo, Raphael, and the Foot Soldier right there. Those are the new figures I was just talking about. I've literally had the picture of Splinter ready because I'm, of course, after this video is done, I mean, done. I'm gonna make the thumbnail, obviously, so you'll definitely see some of the new figures on there, you know. And there he is. I got you right. So there he is. You got comic book Splinter, and as you can see, he got a few accessories. He got Oozetron, you know. He got a little turtle right there. He got a rat. Yeah. I mean, it looks nice, and I love like the fabric, you know, the cloth they use for it too. I mean, why wouldn't you? So far, all the Splinter figures from the NECA line has had some cloth used. I've had some, of course. I got the cartoon and movie Splinter with their cloth and, you know, and all that with the ropes. Obviously, except for the Splinter as Van Helsing, obviously, because he's basically wearing like a full-on coat with some stuff. Obviously, that's not a cloth, but I thought I'd just mention that anyway because it really does make the figure more intriguing. Like, honestly, I want it, you know, because it looks so cool and it's based off of the old comic books. But you know very well these are going to be very hard to find figures when they come out because without a doubt they're going to be not only Scalper Central. Even if you go out and buy them online, it's going to be really difficult because even, you know, NECA Toys, they're not dumb, they're not stupid. They know, they're very, very aware of the issue of like scalping and some delays and all that. So they even created like their own website, which is just like the NECA store, which is completely different from NECA. It's the same company, two different websites. It's weird. I don't know. One is more used for like news outlets, and the other one's for actually buying the product, and then that's about it. There's really nothing else. Literally, I remember making an account for it, and it's like there are no new products at this time, and I'm like, okay, I see what they're doing. This is some like really weird limited run shit right there. And I really do mean that, honestly. Remember limited run games? Do you guys know what that is? You know, the company that basically makes digital games into physical format, which is great, but you can't find them in stores, and that sucks. And I get it. All right, go online and buy it, or it's not a big deal, but damn. They definitely got some good games up there in their catalog, not gonna lie. But let me not get how do I say this? Let's not get like off, you know. Let's focus on what we're talking about today, right? So I'm almost finished, by the way, because like I say, there's a lot more to it. We haven't even gotten to the Archie comics because yes, that is also another brand new line that they announced they were going to be doing. I don't know if that's going to be a Target exclusive or a Walmart exclusive. I have no idea. As of now, there's only like, I'm gonna say like 4 figures based off of that at the moment. So you got Slash, there's Ray Fillet, and then there's like these 2 other characters who I don't remember who they are exactly, only because they are like from the Ninja Turtles Archie comics. So those are like one of those more bizarre characters that you've never heard of before. That's great that they're doing that, but at the same time, damn, that just makes me want to read the Archie comics now. I mean, I definitely have like a book over here, you know, for sure. Yeah, I do. So I have like this first volume. Basically, I have this, and it's not an omnibus, but it's a collection that comes with some of the comics. So these are some of the first issues of the original Archie Ninja Turtles, which is obviously supposed to be based more off of the cartoon. That's what these are based off of, because the Eastman and Large comic books are not only the originals, but are meant to be much more of a mature audience almost. Because most people don't recognize this with Ninja Turtles. When the first thing they think about Turtles, they always think like, oh, it's for kids, whatever. It's stupid, right? But not realizing that the original comic books is actually not meant for children. You know, it's definitely meant to be somewhat violent. And that's not even counting the Ninja Turtle comic books now. The IDW Ninja Turtle comics, they definitely go into some pretty dark territories, especially with the last Ronin story arc. You know, there's that going on. So they're not all kiddie and all that, if that makes sense. You know, it's not made for kids all the time. It just so happens that Ninja Turtles are so universal is that you can pretty much do whatever you want with them. Pretty ironic because of Playmates toys, because their whole entire shtick is that you can take turtles and pretty much turn them into anything. Literally, one of their original toys during their first toy line, you know, based on the old cartoons, they literally made Farmer Mike and Farmer Don, you know, like farmers, you know? It's like, why though? You know, and it's like, it's so stupid, but I kind of want them. Not paying $100 though. I'm not. I don't think I want to do that. I don't think you guys are gonna want to do that. All right, paying that much money for an old retro toy, that's just bizarre. I mean, it's classic, but come on, man, too much, too much. Just like how much money we're all gonna be spending when all these figures come out. Because mind you, I don't even think they have a set date for them. All right. For the most part, I'm just going to assume that they might all come out next year. Could be spring, summer, or fall. I really don't know because they are literally, there's a lot of them, but I mean, a lot of them, you know? And it's like, wow, I feel like that this is the first time ever in my channel that I can't even cover all of them. And that's just sad because I like to be professional like that. I like to do most of my research before I really go out and make a video. Otherwise, I look like a complete dumbass. So, yeah. So, what are some other figures they've made? Now these I don't know if these are meant to be Comic-Con exclusives. I don't know, or maybe I know with the Claw Shredder, it was a Loot Crate exclusive. I don't know if they're gonna keep continuing with that. If you ask me personally, I think it's kind of annoying, but I don't know. I'm not NECA. I'm not the one running the gig, because they did announce two more mutated shredders. You got the giant four-armed one, and then you got the weird tiny shrimpy one. I think it's a shrimp, right? I honestly don't remember. The reason why I say it's a shrimp, because I know in the 2012 CGI animated Turtles, that's the Nickelodeon TMNT, by the way, they did made like the mutated shredders, and one of them was like the claws and the forearm. Then there was one that was like a shrimp. So let me double check on that to make sure if it really was a shrimp. Okay, no, I'm correct. Yeah, it is kind of a shrimp. Sort of. It looks nothing like one, but that's what I'm talking about. That's the weird mutated shredders that are based on, the original comic books. So, oh, this is perfect. Toy Arc. Thanks for this nice, lovely picture of all three of the mutated shredders. There's the claw. Wait, yeah. The claw one, the tiny one, and then the four-armed one. Oh, and then we can't forget about Oozetron, who's basically Krang, except his name is Oozetron because, in case you don't know, during the original comic books, he in the cartoons he was named Krang, but in the comic books he was named Oozetron, even though they're both kind of sort of supposed to be the same thing, except not really. It's kind of one of those weird situations. If you grew up with the 2003 Ninja Turtle comic books, you might be like, oh, okay, that's Oozetron because that was his name in that cartoon. But then in all other iterations of the Ninja Turtles, it was always Krang. So confusing, I know. At least they're making that. And then, of course, you got, oh, definitely my favorite, Triceraton, or Zog, I'm not sure. Yes, they're also going to be making him into a figure as well. He's thick. You could tell he's going to be a big figure, honestly. I mean, like, those poor packages, honestly. I don't know how. I mean, NECA is very creative with them for sure. Even when they were doing their Future Toy figure, the packaging was, like, literally made by Kevin Eastman himself. Not made, but, like, designed, which is probably what I should have said to begin with, but whatever, you get the idea. That's how it goes. And honestly, like I say, there's a lot more. Like there's comic book Casey Jones. There's even the rumored cartoon version of the Ronin turtle, which I know that sounds weird, but if you guys watch Pixel Dan, he made like a weird short little video where it's like, hey, I see a little hidden figure, and it's like you could definitely see something, and it looks like a turtle wearing a hood, and it's like, okay, what's a Ninja Turtle that wears a hood? The Ronin. That's it. That's the only thing you could even think of. So, okay, that's different. And for anyone wondering, no, that's not meant to be confused with the comic book turtles, only because it's not distinguished which one it is. I'm going to assume Raphael, but one of them is going to come with an alternate head, which is with the hood. So I'm just saying not to be confused with that, because like I say, there's so much to unpack here. It's like, wow. Oh, and we haven't even talked about the convention exclusive, which is basically just Bebop and Rocksteady, Splinter and Baxter before they got mutated, which I would love to have. That's an awesome pack. But god damn it, why did they made it a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive? That breaks my heart. I can't go over there, okay? I'm like super duper far away from there, so no, all right, no thank you. And I'm not paying high prices either, so that's ridiculous. You can only hope that maybe that could come out in Target stores. That's only if that's possible. Only because the Channel 6 News Crew pack, That was a Comic-Con exclusive, but eventually that got released in Target stores anyway. But that's probably because that was when the pandemic was very dangerous. So obviously, traveling around just for that toy, that's ridiculous, man. Come on. Now, obviously, COVID is not as bad as it used to be, but we still need to look out for it. So just so I kind of let you guys know, be careful out there, right? Yeah, no, it's and now all of a sudden you got monkeypox. So okay, that's thanks, world. Jeez. Now then, where was I? Should I even keep going? Honestly, I mean, there's nothing else I can really talk about. Honestly, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I've definitely left out a couple of other figures. Of course, like I say, they're gonna make Mona Lisa from the cartoon, and then There's also a couple of other stuff based on the old comic books as well. You got this big fucker right there, which okay, that one's unexpected too. That's that. Oh man, and then and then there was the whole Bebop and Rocksteady and their superhero outfits. Don't ask me why Bebop is doing a Nazi salute. All right, don't ask me. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that, and I don't want to know. Obviously, that's unintentional, so I'm not gonna rag on him and be like, "How are they gonna do that?" Nah, I'm not that type of person. Nah, that's not cool. Let's not rag on him with that. And there's this one that's obviously going to be a 2-pack. I know you can't. I know there's like a weird giant white square thingy. That's not me. That's whoever's taking the picture. And then you also got this guy. So okay. All I can remember was that was a pretty interesting episode from like I think season 5. I don't remember because honestly, for the most part, I'm probably assuming that most of these episodes that came out during the original cartoon, they probably weren't really set as seasons because I know if you looked at like I guess the first season it's only consists of like 5 episodes or so. It's really confusing, but you get the point. The original cartoon had over 190 episodes and then like 2 lost ones too. So it's like, okay, all right. I think that's enough turtle for me for one day. And you know what? I'm gonna end the video. That's it. That's it for me. I pretty much talked about everything I gotta talk about with turtles, So yeah, that's about it. So what am I gonna talk about next? Hopefully there won't be another huge, massive delay. I definitely want to talk about Marvel Legends since I've actually been getting into them quite a lot lately. Which damn, I wish I would have joined sooner. I didn't actually think they were gonna be that cool. If I'm being honest with you. So I'm definitely gonna go over that because there's some things I definitely want to talk about with that. And of course, there was some figures, shown at Comic-Con as well. So we'll definitely get into that. When I don't know, I would say maybe I don't know. I can't really set a date plan for my videos because trust me, like I do my videos like way late, so I'm like, damn. I know that's not good because it's like what my friends say. You gotta keep up the grind, but it's like, damn, making videos every day. I mean, I don't mind, but eventually that's going to get to you, though. That's going to be like, wow, I need a break. But it's like I literally got back from one. So it's like, oh, man. All right, let's just roll with it. That's all I'm going to say. Just roll with it when you're making a content. As long as you enjoy making it, that's what counts. So, right, till next time, if you guys like the video, leave a like and subscribe. Dislike it, and yeah, that's about it. Have a good one.